Salve. Now, if you are an NLP coach or therapist and you're wanting to help people make profound changes in their life, and you have completed or are about to complete the RESOLVE training that I'm running in Italy from the 27th to the 28th of April, then for the 3 days from the 29th of April until the 1st of May 2018, I'm going to be running an advanced RESOLVE training called Outframes, and based on my book, which is available in Italy now, of that same name, a book that I've written with my partner Yulia Kurasheva. And what I'm going to be showing you on that training are some powerful skills for guiding people through the whole change process, and especially focusing on how do you deal with resistant clients, with clients who seem to mismatch or contradict whatever it is that you do with them. And I want to show you how to do what would be called paradoxical interventions that actually align with their style of disagreeing and help them to break through instead of just fighting with themselves continuously. I want to show you in more depth how to give them things to do practically in their daily life, because the process of change doesn't just happen when they're sitting with you in a room talking, which might happen perhaps once a week or twice a week. It happens most of all when they take charge of what they're doing in their own life. And I want to show you how to do that. We're going to focus on some specific change processes in this advanced workshop. One of the NLP change processes that I'm a certified trainer of is timeline therapy, and this process developed by Dr. Tad James is well known in the NLP world. I'm not teaching the whole practitioner training here, but I want to give you enough so that you would be able to use the core skills of timeline therapy in your own work with clients. And I want to give you a sense of how to integrate that into a more structured coaching session that you could do even in a business context. And we're also going to focus in this advanced workshop on those things that sometimes people come to the basic training and they say, well, what do you do if you've got someone who has real problems? What do you do if you've got someone who has psychiatric challenges, they're severely depressed, they're extremely anxious, or even they get kind of confused and what we might call disconnected from reality? What if they have long-term personality disorders? So I want to show you how those things can be understood in NLP terms as simply a matter of what particular skills or strategies a person is using inside, and therefore once you understand them you can help a person to make changes. Now we're also going to focus on this 3 days. This is kind of exciting because these are the deeper issues that that people want to know about once they start working, once they start coaching, that they begin to wonder, okay, well, I've got the basics of coaching, how do I deal with this? And the third thing I want to show you, after dealing with challenging clients, after doing these processes that can help even people who have psychiatric challenges, the third thing I want to show you is how to work with couples, how to work with relationships, how to work with conflict situations that occur in any business organization that steal more time than anything else from a business organization. And you know, by the way, we actually know from the research a lot about working with communication and with conflict in those situations now. For example, we can watch two people talking and we can accurately predict with 96% certainty, will these people still be together as a couple, for example, in 12 years' time? And we'll only be wrong 4% of the time. Now that's an extraordinary ability to predict, and what it means is we're watching for very specific non-verbal and verbal things that those two people do with each other, and with that same observation we can actually predict, and this research is based on working with, of course, tens of thousands of couples, we can actually predict not just will this couple be together in 12 years, but which year would they actually split up. So will they last 6 years but not 7 years, or 8 years but not 9 years? And we can predict that with over 80% certainty. That means that what you see when you're watching 5 minutes of talking, because that's all it takes to make that prediction, when you're watching 5 minutes of people talking, there are things that they do in every 5 minutes that make the difference about how long their friendship or their relationship, their work with colleagues lasts. Now, I want to show you not just how to help people identify when they have a challenge with that, but how to change it so that their relationships actually succeed. And this is a core thing that you'll deliver to people as a coach. In fact, in the research in the United States, what they found is that the number one thing that managers want from coaches is actually advice on how to deal with conflict. It's not advice on how to deal with their own internal challenges so much. It's how to deal with conflict, either between them and someone else or between two other people in the team. That's what's draining money from their businesses. That's what they want to know how to do successfully. That's what, if they could resolve it easily, would free up so much energy and time in their organization. So that means that on this 3-day advanced level training, this Outframes training from the 29th of April to the 1st of May 2018 in Italy, you're going to learn things that will be useful for you in a business context, in working with personal relationships with couples, for example, working with families, and in working with people who have psychiatric level challenges, not trying to fix those challenges, but knowing how to respond to them effectively as a coach and as an NLP practitioner. So I really look forward to being there with you in Italy to share with you these exciting skills that will make such a difference in your professional life and also, by the way, in what you do every day personally. Thank you, and look forward to seeing you there.